Hello, it's Sunde from Sunde White Industries, and today I'm going to talk a little bit of color theory. Not like boring college color theory that I actually don't know anything about. I just have my own personal color theories that I think are kind of interesting that I've developed over the years as being a professional artist. So the first thing I want to talk about is how the eyeball communicates to our brains. Because the fact is, our brains are busy. We're busy making sure that we breathe unconsciously without worrying about it. The brains are worried about picking kids up at school or homework or how to get a job or how to make money or driving a car. Our brains are very, very busy. So when the eye, which is can relay really complex and really subtle color tones and shadows and all sorts of different things, but the brain's like, listen, I have to remember what time to pick the kids up at school, so if you can just give me generalities, eyeball, that would be great. Is it dark or light? That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm wondering. So the cool thing about that is, as an artist, you can do little tricks to communicate to a brain, anyone's brain, through their eyeballs, if something's dark or light or colorful or pastel. And the neat thing is what makes some people's artwork, I don't want to say boring, but more not stand out sometimes, especially painting, is when they just use really basic colors, like right out of the tube, or just color like primary blue, which, like, I'll get into it another time, but I abhor primary blue and it should almost never be used. That's a side note. The point is that, let's say you want to do something with black. Here's my black. But what makes art interesting is when there's something unexpected out of the blue that makes someone go, wait, you know what, brain, this is interesting enough that I'm gonna stop and send you a very specific message, and it's exciting, and then the brain's like gets engaged, and it's like really cool. So this is what one of my tricks is. One of my color theories is that what I always try to do, here's black, but you know what you could use instead of black? Just navy blue or cerulean blue or something just a little bit more interesting, that it just holds you enough to go give pause, and it makes your piece so much more interesting. Or like a brick burgundy maroon that's really dark. All of these colors, or even this is a little brighter, but it will register as a dark. And so, like, what's cool is it just makes sure people pause just for a second, because the brain is reading that that's dark and wants to move on, but the eye's like, no, but there's like something else. And then the brain's like, all right, you got me, I'm gonna look. And so that's how you can bring more interest into your art, by just adjusting colors. Like, instead of using black, use, see how it's just, look, those are both dark. I don't know, whatever, but the burgundy is just a little more interesting, or the navy blue is just that little bit more interesting. Are these both? No, this is black, this is blue. So I just do this all the time. Red, I try not to ever use red. I'll get into that in another color theory. I almost never use it because it's cheap and easy. It's just a quick effect. I'm getting into it, but I'll stop now. Anyway, try to think, maybe, what about this crazy, cool, pink, hot pink red color instead of red? It's still shocking, interesting, exciting. Or this, like, more of a fuchsia color instead of this red. They're both read the same, but it's like, that's not boring red that we see all the time on raincoats. It's like, and if you want to go really crazy, you could always, because you're just trying to communicate brightness, excitement. Orange. Let me get a good, where can you see this good orange? The light's bad to see this, but it's a cool kind of like mango orange. Finally, really quick, instead of white, you could use like this sexy and luxurious, this light's bad again, but like a cream, or like a super ice cold blue that's almost a white. And again, it's like, to the eye, it's like they're both kind of white, But this is actually, can you see it? Kind of an ice blue white, or like even a super, super light pink. Again, I'm sorry that the light's bad. So that's a really great thing to try for your creative brain. Just go for, instead of black, instead of red, instead of white, a little something, a little dot of yellow in the white will create a cream. And it's just so much more interesting, and everyone's creative brains will thank you. They will stop, they'll find more interest in your art. They won't know why. They will not know why it's more interesting than someone else's piece, but it's just, you'll know why. So that's my hot tip. Don't just stick with blacks, whites, reds, and regular things. Try to think more of darks and lights, brights, or pastels. And I think you'll be really excited by the result. So that's my hot tip for your creative brain today. Follow me on Instagram, Sunde White Industries, or go to my website, sundewhiteindustries.com, to see what I'm up to. Or please subscribe to this channel for more hot tips for your creative brain. Thank you so much. Have a great one.